I just need a minute. Uh, Good evening, and welcome to the stream. I am gonna go over some story ideas and such. A few new developments today. Gonna have to get brakes for my car and stuff like that. So nothing crazy going on. But I wanted to be somewhat productive. I think I'm going against the YouTube algorithm a little bit with my posting, but uh, everything will work out. For now, yeah, as the title suggests, I was having this thought go through my head today. It was like, what if wolves were also vampires? Which, in a way, I mean, I don't know that they drink blood, but they definitely eat it. So, I don't know. At least as far as I understand in nature. So I'm gonna start the music. There's probably something still on the playlist that'll get copyrighted, but we'll see what happens. If I go quiet for a little bit, that's why. Alright. I'm gonna make sure that's not too loud. Also, where did my drawing utensil go? It's not on the desk. I guess I should have looked for that prior. Where could I have put it? Guess I didn't think this all the way through. What is this? Give me a second while I look for it. Imagine movie. Oh, there it is. Found it. Behind the coffee cup. Let me get my hands all dry before I start touching the computer. So, let me think. I was thinking something along the lines of, I want the skull to be on its leg, if that makes sense. Let me actually... Oh no, I messed that up. That's great. Let me make this bigger so I can get the rough design. Maybe smaller by a little. I don't know, it's like the main character, or not really main character, one of my characters has a arm thing going on, and as a child she has this aggressive what do you call it, kind of evolutionary traits going on, like depending on her surroundings she adapts to it, whether that be the creatures that surround her or the kind of life she's living, I guess. So let me actually get rid of this and start over. Can I just clear this? I can't just clear it, huh? Alright. Cut it. Add it back. And I will try to think of a better way to handle this. Because why would the eyes need to be on the... What if they weren't four-legged walkers? I don't know. I guess I can look at what wolves actually look like. And then try to... Because there was also a mix of something I wanted. Maybe like the paws. Okay. So, natural, like, wolf paws kind of... Whoop. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Great. Yeah, go ahead, rotate. That's fine. They're kind of like this. They don't have, like, appendages or anything. I don't know. There were a lot of ideas going through my head about how I would try to bring this all together. But there's, like, a specific middle resin glue that I'm missing. Let me cut that. So unless, like, I'm thinking of something real alien, like their mouths are on their hands and they don't have a head per se. just it just gets worse over time. Uh, there's gotta be a good way to handle a hand. I think we were fine with the thumb, it just went off the rails after that. Let me move the microphone a little closer, because clearly that's what you're here for, is to listen to me chatter. I mean, it's better. It's not great, but it's something. But yeah, the skull on her arm, I want to be like the skull of a creature that she knew and had some kind of like this creature was a friend, I guess, or something. Because in the story, I guess I can explain backstories of characters as far as this goes. She's born into a tribal group that you're separated into 3 different, what's the word? 3 different sectors that serve the tribe. That was like warrior, intellect, and I forget what all it was. But that was some of it. What was the third one? Was it just like trade? Not trade, like skills? Skilled worker, warrior, an intellectual maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think it over a bit. But they bring her with the rest of the young, children to the, I guess their version of Flintstones-esque school, where it's like, oh, you get to see what you lean towards. And in doing so, this particular tribe, their offspring carried abilities. Or they evolve at a young age. So maybe this is kind of I was trying to think she was special in a way, but maybe everyone in her tribe evolves as they grow with some kind of trait that leans towards something specific. Maybe some can have insect traits, multiple limbs, and maybe some... Should I have made this a just chatting rather than art? Probably should have. Probably would have gotten a little more thought to it. But no, they send... Okay, let's just say they send the children out into the wild at a certain age to kind of experience nature. And to some extent, I would say they would have some sort of supervision. Probably a loose supervision. Just letting the children change with the environment. But this one gets lost. And kinda her trip into nature becomes more permanent as she is presumed dead or something. So, going from there, she is found by some kind of species that I don't know what it is yet, because I haven't taken the time to work on this. But now we have a little bit of voodoo witchcraft in there too, huh? This whole thing just is changing as time goes on, because it used to be all technology and science and all this other stuff. Like everything had a rhyme, a reason, and now it's leaning more towards I don't even care at this point. Let me think. What kind of creature do I want her to be found and subsequently raised by? I don't know why I'm leaning toward wolf. Maybe it's because they're majestic or something. Either that or some kind of wild cat. Or there's no mixture. They're two different things. There's no mixture of the two. I'm just gonna start drawing something and hope it maybe resembles something. I'm really hoping this doesn't get cut out so I can come back to it later to maybe get some thought. I wonder if this is the one. Whatever it is, it needs big teeth. Like large. Looks like an angry narwhal. No, let's not do that. It looks like some kind of like fighter jet or something. But I think I want to stick with the single eye. But her being born with one eye. Or with two eyes. Bring it over here. Oh, it's on the same thing. Of course it is. turning into a bit of a rat. I don't know. The two-tail thing, like, my favorite Sonic character is Tails, so it's kind of a homage idea. So... something like that. Maybe a couple ears. Either that or just real pointed. Then from there, eventually she gets discovered. Like, I'm trying to decide if the tribe is mobile. What do they call those? It escapes me. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe the tribe moved locations and they couldn't find her before they moved. But because of the weather, they had to just go. Like, they had to move with the changes of the season. Either that or maybe crops were bad or something. But from there, she spends a while with these kind of cyclops twin-tailed wolf things and evolves to and adapts to survive in such an environment. So I don't know, there's a little piece of me that's like slightly disgusted by the way this is going. But then one of the caretaker, whatever these creatures are, passes. What if she commits like a sin to that species? Like, she's so attached to this creature that she doesn't want to just leave him to rot. Maybe something from her tribal heritage, where she takes the skull of the creature and like ties it onto her arm. And the other creatures shun her because of this, and she has to leave and find somewhere else to live. And given enough time, she hears, like, people and goes out to meet them with her typical kind of snarl that she has learned from the... I need to give them a name. I need to name them so I can stop being like, what I don't even know what these are. Teasel? No. I'm just gonna go with it for now. Teasel. Teasel. Whatever. And she gets reintegrated into the tribe. And at her current age, she's a little underdeveloped. Well, schooling-wise, she's underdeveloped. But as far as, like, combat scenario stuff and just brutal... I bet this is the one. I bet this is the one. I bet. It might not be. It might be this one. I don't know which one it is. Anyway. So then she gets reintegrated. I don't know how all of this works together. I'm gonna have to think through this whole backstory idea for the character. Let me squeeze this down. Put it over here. Get another layer. Let's do a different color for this layer. It looks a little goblin-esque in this picture. I know my stuff gets a little boring because I only draw the same, like, 3 things. But, In my mind, I imagine this is all leading to something. I just don't know what yet. Can't decide if I want her legs to be bulbous or thin. Because I've seen it done both ways, and I think there's aesthetics to both. I kind of like the big robot legs, but there's a certain sleekness to like big calf, skinny leg. Yes, I know the hip is out of place. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that at the moment, aside from erase it and draw it again, which I don't really feel like doing at this stage. But the final product, eventually, is that she is kind of this... Well, her code name is Feral, so I guess that goes without saying. But something to that degree. It's not going to tell me how long I've been doing this. Only 37 minutes, huh? Well, I feel like I got the main character development out there. So... it was her that I was working on, and then prior it was the underwater group of people. It's all a buzz at the moment. So I guess I'll just leave it there for now. I hope this was kind of cool. And what is today? The 28th? Yeah, I don't know. This was a good, just like talking out my ideas thing. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.